Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are taking a look at something we've already done before, which is a guide on Reshala. And so, most of the comments that I saw on that video that had some constructive criticism was that there wasn't actually a fight with Reshala in there. So today we are going to go to the two main locations where Reshala spawns. Number one is the gas station, and number two is the actual dorms. I'm going to kill Reshala in both areas with a hunter with a level 4 armored rig, just the one you can get from Ragman level 2, who is right here. Ragman level 2 sells it 6B 3TM. It's out of stock right now, so you can't buy it, but that's the first time this wipe that I've actually seen that. It's very available and it's very cheap, 48k for both the actual rig and armor. And then as the weapon, we are looking at the Vepper Hunter, just a regular one, and I think I had the EKP on it. So this is all weapon cost like 50k, M80 ammo, nothing special. So I am going to talk over and pause the videos of the kills every now and again, just to talk you guys through why I do what I do. And hopefully that is helpful for you. If you do want to know more about where Reshala spawns and some sort of basic information, I'll link the other guide for Reshala in the comment section down below, or the description rather. And this is more going to be about actually killing him. Hopefully this video will give you guys a better visual representation of how those tactics actually play out in a game. Keep in mind, killing the scav bosses is quite hard, especially if you're newer to the game. Then it's going to take some practice, so I highly recommend going into offline raids and turning on the bosses, because you can actually do that and practicing on these bosses a couple times if you are struggling. Other than that, I'd just like to remind you guys that I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday, so if you want to come hang out there, the link's in the description down below. And let's jump into the very first one, which will be killing Reshala at the gas station. Right, so to explain the setup, this is me right now. This you're watching here, look at this VLC media player. This is pre-recorded footage because you guys know I am terrible at playing, fighting and explaining what I'm doing at the same time. So what you're looking at right now is just a customs run. We are coming up on the rocks right now, and we're going to check if Reshala is there at the gas station. So at this point, I don't know if he's there yet. You always want to just come up on the rocks first. I think that's a very good way of approaching. Always pre-med. Just because of the fact that if Reshala is there and he's standing on this side of the gas station, there is a big chance. If he is standing here, or down here, he might just shoot you and you want to just instantly run away. So that's why I always use a painkiller before I go up on the rocks. So I don't see Reshala anywhere close, so I decide to just move down the rocks. Now right where I'm walking right now is also a place Reshala can be, so watch out for that. So I see Scav walking, shoot him in the head. This is when I realized this is actually Reshala and his minions. Like, this was already one of his minions, and if you look very closely, you can probably tell by his pants. Look, if you look very closely, he has those camo pants, those urban camo pants, and that's how you really know that you're dealing with Reshala's minions. But when shooting him, I did not realize yet. I did realize when I heard that AK go off. So at this point, I'm like, okay, good. This is Reshala. We want to get into some cover and make sure we know where the other guys are. This is when I see, oh, yep, this was also a minion and not just a regular scav. So I know there's 4 minions and Reshala. So I now know there's 2 more, and then we have Reshala. So what I want to do is make sure that I don't just push in. I want to stay behind cover, because these guys have bloody aimbots. It's really difficult to stay alive when they're actually shooting at you. Now, one thing you always want to bring when hunting for the scav boss nowadays is the VOG grenades. Doesn't really matter which one you take. I like the one with the short fuse. I normally take 3 or 4 into any raid. They are so good. They blow up within 2 seconds. It's insane. So here I take a little bit of risk, because I think at this point I was thinking, okay, so I'm walking here. I don't see any minions around here. So I thought they would be in front of the gas station still. And these guys were just roaming. And so I wanted to move around the fence here. Go behind this little, little cylinder. I don't know what these things are called, guys. I'm not English, but anyway. And then just look in front of the gas station and see if I can shoot the rest. So we're trying to keep some cover between us and those minions at all times. So there we have Reshala. I saw him. And now I just want to get behind cover again as quickly as possible. Cut off the angle. Make sure I watch out for grenades. And just wait. Okay, so we have 2 minions right there. Another grenade. As you can see, I'm not staying outside of my cover for more than a second at a time, because that's when you just get headshot. So there he lays down. It's a hard shot, so I'm like, okay, that's never going to work. That's way too much of a risk. We have 1 minion laying down on the right side of the gas station, and 1 on the left side. Too much of a risk, so I just decide to change up the angle. That's Reshala down. There's another one there. As you can see, not more than a second outside of your cover in order to get a shot. You need to be really quick. I already thought I killed the guy with the Altin, but I didn't. So he's still there. What do I always tell you guys? Never peek the same angle twice. I already peeked twice there, technically, but every peek I killed something or something moved, so then it's not too bad. But now I'm like, okay, if I peek again, they're already aggroed on me, so I'm just going to change up my position again. There we go. That's another one down. Okay, so here I'm going to listen out for a second if I can hear the one that's in front of the gas station. Yes, I can. There we go. And that's that. That is the scav boss killed and the minions killed. I don't reckon you guys actually want to see me loot all this stuff. This was the fight at the gas station. So, as you can see, most important things, bring some grenades to cut off angles to kill the minions when you have the chance. Number 2, always make sure to change up your angles. Like, I did this with the hunter, and I used 2 or 3 grenades. That's all you need. It's not that difficult, but you need to have like the basics down. So change your angles, use grenades, use ammo that can actually pierce an ult in. Otherwise, you'll have a bad time against these guys, because if they have an ult in face shield and you are bringing like PP ammo or whatever in an AK, T ammo, 855 in an M4, that's definitely not going to work. Shotguns are basically not that good. The hunter with M80 ammo is a very good weapon to do this with. So that's it at the gas station. This is actually the hardest side to do this on, because if all the minions are on this side, then it's kind of difficult, because they can get so many angles on you. And if they're on the other side of the gas station, so behind us, then it's actually quite easy, because you can just shoot them from the actual rocks. And if you stay far away back on the rocks, they won't even aggro on you. So that's it for the gas station. Let's jump into the dorms. I decided to just go inside then. No point fighting him. Okay, we hear stuff here. So, in the dorms, what you really want to watch out for is scavs throwing grenades at you, the minions throwing their grenades. And and you want to make sure to keep all the normal things like never peeking the same angle twice, to heart. And there's one trick you can also do, which I'll show you later on, which we actually used here as well. So another regular scav, which is really strange. So this was pretty bad. I should have landed a headshot there, but I went upstairs too quickly. Here I'm trying to see, can I throw a grenade in there? Probably not. And they start pushing up on me. This is Tarkov, so never forget you're playing Tarkov. Look at this. Let's see that again. Just spawns in front of me. This minion. Luckily, I have flick shots like Shroud, you know. But that was really strange. So, this is the trick I wanted to show you guys. Once the minions are aggroed on you in dorms, 9 times out of 10, they just start running at you. So, you can get into a room, and this is not even a good room. What you really want to do is get into a room with a door. Get inside, close the door, because then the scav minions one by one will just try and open your door and shoot you. But when they open the door, they have like the little animation and you can just shoot them in the face. We don't have a door, so this is actually quite dangerous, because what might happen is that Reshala and his 3 minions just run down the stairs and instantly run in your face. But we have a little trick for that. This is why I told you always bring grenades when you go for a scav boss fight, or even if you go into a raid, just bring a couple of grenades, even if you have to gamma them. Look at that. And silence. Some shouting and then some silence. So here I'm just going to wait. I still hear the footsteps, so I'm just going to wait until the guy pushes up. There he is. Just going to shoot. There's one above me as well, as you can hear. As you can see, 2 dead scav balls minions right there with a grenade. Or at least a scav and a minion killed with that grenade. So here I decided to just pick up one of their guns, because I used quite a bit of ammo already and I don't want to get caught out without ammo. So I heard something and I instantly just waited, get my gun ready, and start shooting again. As you can see, this level 4 body armor actually saved my life earlier. So now I'm pretty sure there's 3 dead minions here. So we killed one and then we killed 2 more with the actual grenades. Here I want to take some time to just really listen out. I actually don't recommend starting to loot when there is still minions alive or Reshala is still alive. But to be fair, I don't hear any movement, but this is when I really want to be careful, because the ult-in takes away all your sound. So I'm just grabbing some of the grenades, and then I should be getting back into the fight. So let's see what we actually do. Grab the AK. Make sure the laser is on. We'll have to reload here. There we go. This is not the smartest thing to do. I'm actually going to talk to myself here. I should not have gone for this looting. This was a little bit of a loot rat behavior. I should have just gone upstairs, see if I can kill the last couple of guys I had to kill. But I didn't hear anything. There was no sound. And this was really strange to me. I'm just dropping my backpack to be a little bit quicker here. This is something I always like to do when I'm getting into a fight. You'll see other streamers do it too, and I definitely recommend you guys do that too. Now I throw that grenade, and I don't hear a single sound, right? There is no sound whatsoever. And so I'm like, where the hell is Reshala? Because we haven't killed Reshala yet. And I'm just going to clear through this entire building until I find him. But I was so sure that I was on the 3rd floor, because that's where his minions were. But he wasn't. So this actually takes quite a while. I'm just searching through the entire 3rd floor. Then I'm going through the entire 2nd floor, as you can see. but he's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, is this bugged or what's going on? So I just finish the looting, and then I go downstairs and we go to the left. Still don't hear anything. Probably because of the fact that I'm wearing the Altin. There we have him. I was actually kind of lucky here. If you want to have a better tactic here, so I shoot this minion a couple times in the face. As you can see, it's a couple of instant head taps, but it's on his helmet. What I should have done here is just run back. I decide to grenade, but Reshala is already rushing me. Look at his fucking happy face. He could have just shot me right there. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But we did manage to kill him. If I were to do that again, I feel like I should have just... Alright, he's dead. I should have ran back around the corner in the kitchen and threw a grenade from there. So if you see this area right here. So I should have ran here, stand in the corner, throw a grenade. So if he pushed out, I could have thrown another grenade, or I at least had some cover. I could have gone behind this little pole here, which would have been a better position. In the bathroom would have been a better position. Basically anywhere but where I was standing. But in the end, we did manage to kill him. What I really hope is that you guys can take away some tactics from this. And you can also just think, hey, it's actually not that hard if you know what you're doing. Reshala really isn't that hard. Out of all the scav bosses, he's definitely the easiest one to kill. So the task you have for that shouldn't even be that difficult. Just practice a couple of times in offline mode if you really do struggle. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any suggestions for the future, or you have any requests for videos, please leave them in the comment section down below. Also, please like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to reach like 5,000 subs this year. If you want to help our community out with that, that would mean a lot to me. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Eddy out.